Okay, real talk, Dr. Esma. What if I told you there's a way to straighten your teeth without anyone even noticing? No metal, no awkward smiles, no hiding in photos. Sounds like a myth, right? But lately everyone keeps whispering about something called clear mouth braces, and honestly I'm curious, are they really that invisible? Or is this just clever marketing? Because if this is real, we're talking about a total confidence game changer. Imagine fixing your smile while living your life like nothing's happening. No one asks, no one stares, you just show up better every day.
Rasim, you're not wrong to be skeptical, but this is not a myth. Clear mouth braces have completely changed how we approach orthodontics. People come in thinking they'll need bulky brackets, and instead they leave with something almost invisible. The fascinating part, most people around them don't even realize they're in treatment. That's why it's getting so much attention right now. But here's the catch. There's more to it than just being invisible, and not everyone is a perfect candidate. That's where things get interesting.
Let me guess, Dr. Esma, this is exactly why people hesitate, right? You're in your 20s, 30s, even 40s. Career, social life, meetings, dates, and suddenly the idea of wearing visible braces feels like hitting pause on your confidence. You avoid smiling fully, you cover your mouth when you laugh, and deep down you keep saying, I'll fix it later, but later never comes. And the longer you wait, the more it starts affecting how you show up every single day.
Exactly, Rasim. I see this all the time. People are not just worried about the treatment, they're worried about how they'll be perceived. They imagine metal brackets during presentations, photos, even simple conversations. And it's not just aesthetics. Discomfort, speech changes, and daily inconvenience all add up in their minds. So they delay. But what they don't realize is that modern solutions have quietly removed most of these barriers. The real issue isn't the teeth. It's the fear built around the experience.
So this isn't just about straight teeth. It's about how people carry themselves, right? I mean, think about it. Job interviews, first impressions, even just speaking up in a meeting. If you're constantly thinking about your smile, you're holding back without even realizing it. I've seen friends literally change how they laugh or avoid photos altogether. That's not a small thing. That's daily life being quietly affected.
You're absolutely right, Rasim. I've had patients who avoided public speaking for years, and once their smile improved, their entire presence changed. One patient told me she finally stopped covering her mouth when laughing, and that alone made her feel free. Another said he started smiling in photos again after a decade. These are not cosmetic details. They shape confidence, relationships, even opportunities. That's why clear mouth braces matter. They remove the emotional barrier while solving the physical issue.
Okay, now I'm really curious, Dr. Esma. When did this shift actually happen? Because a few years ago, braces meant metal, wires, and that classic brace stereotype. And suddenly now, we're talking about something nearly invisible that adults are actually choosing on purpose. That's a massive shift. Is this a recent breakthrough, or has this been quietly evolving while the rest of us were stuck in the old mindset?
Great question, Rasim. Clear aligner technology has actually been developing for over 2 decades, but in the last 5 to 10 years, it reached a level of precision that made it mainstream. Today, a significant percentage of adult orthodontic patients choose clear options over traditional braces. I recently treated a 34-year-old professional who completed her entire alignment journey without a single colleague noticing. That's the turning point. When treatment becomes invisible, adoption skyrockets.
Alright, Dr. Esma, let's go deeper, because this still feels a little too magical. You're telling me a transparent tray can actually move teeth with precision? No wires, no tightening appointments, no visible force? I need to understand what's really happening here, because if this is science, it's seriously impressive. How does something so subtle create real, lasting change?
It does feel almost invisible, but the biology is very real, Rasim. Clear aligners apply controlled, gradual force to specific teeth using digitally planned stages. Each aligner is slightly different, guiding teeth millimeter by millimeter. Under that pressure, the bone around the tooth remodels, breaking down on one side and rebuilding on the other. That's how movement happens safely. We use 3D scans and predictive software to map the entire journey before treatment even begins. So what looks simple is actually highly calculated biomechanics working quietly behind the scenes.
Alright, Dr. Esma, let's make this practical. If someone watching right now is thinking, okay, I want this, what actually happens next? Walk me through it like I'm a total beginner. From zero to that confident smile, what are the real steps?
Great, let's simplify it, Rasim. First, you come in for a consultation. We scan your teeth digitally, no messy impressions. Second, we create a personalized 3D treatment plan showing how your teeth will move step by step. Third, you receive a series of clear aligners, each worn about 1 to 2 weeks. You wear them daily, removing only to eat and clean. Every new aligner gently shifts your teeth forward. And finally, we monitor progress with quick check-ins. It's structured, predictable, and designed around your lifestyle.
Okay, this all sounds smooth, but there has to be a catch, right? Because if someone's thinking, great, invisible, and easy, they might also think it's effortless. What are the mistakes people make without realizing it? Like, what can actually mess this up?
Great point, Rasim. Because success really depends on discipline. The biggest mistake is not wearing aligners long enough. They should be in place most of the day. Another issue is eating or drinking with them on, which can stain or damage them. And skipping follow-ups can delay progress. Also, not every case is suitable. Some complex movements still need traditional methods. So the do is consistency and proper care. The don't is treating them casually. When patients follow instructions, results are predictable and impressive.
I've also heard people say, clear means easy, right? Just wear them whenever. That sounds suspicious. And then there's the other extreme. They don't work as well as traditional braces. So which is it, Doctor? Esma, too simple to be effective or secretly powerful?
Great question, Rasim, because both are myths. First, they are not wear whenever devices. Consistency is everything. Second, when planned correctly, they can be just as effective for many cases. Another common mistake is thinking DIY aligners or online kits are the same as dentist-supervised treatment. They're not. Precision and monitoring make the difference. And one more myth, invisible means zero discomfort. There is still pressure, especially when switching aligners, but it's controlled and temporary.
Oh, let's make this super practical, Dr. Esma. If someone watching wants to get the best results without overthinking it, what's the quick checklist? Like, what are the small habits that make a big difference day to day?
Great mindset, Rasim. Here's a simple checklist. Wear your aligners consistently throughout the day, remove them only for meals, and always clean your teeth before putting them back in. Keep your aligners clean, quick rinse and proper brushing. Switch to the next set exactly on schedule. Don't rush or delay. Stay hydrated to avoid dry mouth. And most importantly, attend your check-ins so we can track progress. These small habits keep everything on track and make the entire process smooth.
Dr. Esma, give me a real story, something that makes this feel tangible. Like, someone who almost didn't do it and then everything changed. Because I feel like a lot of people are right on that edge.
I remember a patient, Rasim. Early 30s, very social, but she never showed her full smile. She told me she had mastered the half smile in every photo. She almost walked away from treatment because she didn't want visible braces. We started with clear aligners, and within weeks, she stopped thinking about them. A few months later, she came in laughing freely, no hesitation. The biggest shift wasn't just her teeth, it was her confidence. She said, I feel like I finally look the way I always imagined. That's the real impact.
Alright, Dr. Esma, let's look ahead, because if this is where we are now, what's next? Are we heading toward a future where no one even needs to visit a clinic, or where treatment becomes even faster and smarter? It feels like we're just at the beginning.
You're right, Rasim. We're only scratching the surface. The future is all about personalization and precision. AI is already helping us predict tooth movement more accurately, and remote monitoring is reducing the need for frequent visits. In the near future, aligners will be even more customized, faster, and smarter in how they apply force. We may even see real-time adjustments based on how your teeth respond. The goal is simple: less guesswork, more efficiency, and an even more seamless experience for patients.
So here's the takeaway. This isn't just about straightening teeth, it's about removing a barrier you've probably gotten used to. If you've been waiting for the right time, maybe this is it. No spotlight, no disruption, just quiet progress in the background. And honestly, that might be the most powerful part.
Exactly, Rasim. Clear mouth braces are not about changing who you are. They help you show up as your best version without compromise. If you're curious, the smartest first step is simple. Get a professional evaluation and see what's possible for you. No pressure, just clarity, because once you understand your options, everything becomes easier. And sometimes, one small decision leads to a completely different level of confidence.